So why did you first bring your children to Stagecoach?
Well, Trudy, I think for me as a parent, it was a win-win situation when I made the decision initially. I think what I did do was I looked at the technical aspect, so what you covered within Stagecoach, because as an outsider and not knowing very much at that stage about Stagecoach, I looked at the activities that were involved, the drama, the singing and the dance. And I enrolled two of my children. I've got a son and a daughter, and my daughter was 6 at the time, my son was 4, and I wanted them to get something completely different out of Stagecoach itself. My daughter was very shy, not confident at all, very clingy, and I was hoping that because of the activities specifically, she would gain a bit of confidence. My son, on the other hand, was very outgoing. He liked to get stuck in and be amongst any action that was going on, and he enjoyed company and activities generally. And I felt that by enrolling in Stagecoach, he would, it might help disperse some of that energy. So as a parent, I was looking at the activities, the qualifications. So from a technical point of view, I felt that that was all in place from the teaching team. But having then enrolled them, and my personal experience, certainly as a parent, I then realised that the teaching staff didn't just have the technical ability that I felt my children needed. I felt that for them it was a vocation, and that's a very rare talent, I think now, certainly a rare commodity.
You know, did we address the needs of you diametrically opposed children? Because that was weird for me. When I first started, I thought, what on earth has a shy child got to offer to a really confident child? And that's the essence of not special needs teaching, of mixed ability teaching. And that's kind of going out the window now, isn't it, in mainstream, that we don't need that and we have to set them and sat them and all of this kind of business.
Definitely.
But that's what fascinates me, is what they do have to offer to one another, and how they bring one another on, or control one another in a way as well.
Absolutely, because my daughter now will be 18 this coming week, and she entered Stagecoach as an extremely shy, very clingy 6-year-old child. She's now in her 2nd year of college, completing that, going to university this year, and she's completely blossomed. And I have a great deal of that to thank. Stagecoach has played a huge part in that, I think, as a parent. She's now presenting her work and herself to 1st-year students, which I think is absolutely amazing. She's gone for interviews to university, and again, she's had an inner confidence, has presented her own work, because she's going into the fashion industry, she has her portfolios with her, she can confidently speak to adults who are skilled in the profession that she wants to go to. And I think for somebody her age group, that could be quite intimidating, really.
Yeah.
But she has the confidence to do that. It doesn't matter what age group she talks to now, she can do that quite confidently. And it's been a complete turnaround. If you'd asked me, gosh, going about 12 years back, saying, oh, it was quite an anxious time for me, to be honest, as a parent, because I think, my goodness, oh gosh, she's never going to be able to go out into the world independently and have the confidence to do that. But she has an inner and outer confidence, and I thank Stagecoach for that. And certainly my son, although he was very outgoing and the complete opposite to my daughter, he did have a situation when he was at primary school and he was bullied. And unknown to my husband and I initially, we didn't discover it till a wee bit later on, but Stagecoach for him was a sanctuary. He developed an inner strength, and I love Stagecoach because his peer group were supportive. Not only were the teaching team absolutely supportive, but his own peer group, which I think is absolutely amazing.
Yes,
I mean,
it's
where
great.
else do you find that in any other activity outside school? I don't think you find that in many places, and I think that's unique almost to Stagecoach. And as a result of that, he then had an inner strength and confidence to move forward. When he went to secondary school, you have classes where inevitably you get a small body of disruptive pupils, and they can't be in good classes for every subject. And as it turns out, he is now studying GCSE drama, but before choosing that as a subject, when he was in a drama class, he did have that disruptive element. But when I went to parents' evenings with his teachers, they had nothing but praise for him because he was confident enough to stand up, do what he needed to do, regardless of what was going in the background, or regardless of the unsupportive group of people that were there. He carried on regardless. He led sessions within his own drama classes as well, and I think it's absolutely amazing. He's developed a love of drama through Stagecoach, but for me that's been incidental. That's not what it was all about for my children. It wasn't about the acting, the drama and the singing. It was about the confidence, the self-esteem, the support from the teaching team and from his own peer group. And I think that's absolutely amazing. I think it's fantastic. And both my children have blossomed into confident, not arrogant, which is completely different. They're very respectful of their own peer group, of children who are younger than them, of adults who are older, but they can hold their own as well. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. I think it's amazing.
It's lovely.
And it brings me a lot of joy as a parent.
Lovely to hear.
Mm.